Hi everyone, welcome back to Time with Tata. My name is Lori. Today I am very excited to be talking to you about Benu pens. I am going to be highlighting first and foremost this new beautiful Pink Champagne Euphoria pen that was kindly sent to me from Tom at Goldspot Pens. This is a collaboration between Goldspot and Benu. It is an exclusive pen that you can get only at Goldspot Pens. It is available as of May 17th, which is when I am shooting this for shipment. And I just love it so much. You guys know how much I love my neutral pens, but I have to say the exception is probably pink. I love the color pink. And this is just such a punch of pink. It's so beautiful. The first Benu pen that I ever bought for myself was the Goulet Exclusive, which is really beautiful. This is the iced caramel latte. This was a big investment for me at the time of purchase. I say all the time, this was the first pen I looked at and thought, I have to have that pen. This was the first one that did it for me. And I was surprised that it was a Benu pen, but I ordered it with a fine nib. And in hindsight, when it comes to Benu Euphorias, because they are so blingy and fun and over the top, I feel like I like a juicy broad nib, or at least a medium nib. They use Schmidt steel nibs and they write like a dream. I have never had an issue with any of my Euphorias writing beautiful right out of the box. So the Euphoria is a 10-sided faceted pen. It is a cartridge converter fill. I love this description. It says, in collaboration with Goldspot Pens, Benu's artisans crafted the 10-sided Euphoria pen model using a proprietary blend of shimmering translucent rosé resin with bubbles of silver and holographic glitter throughout. I say all the time, it's kind of funny how we end up leaning towards certain brands and then buying multiples of a particular model. For example, Esterbrook, I have several Esterbrook Estes. I really love the Euphoria, and somehow I now have 5 Euphorias, which is excessive, but I love them all. I really do love the drink series from Goulet pens. They just came out with a matcha that is really cool. I did end up getting the Earl Grey pen. I was really excited about this. It has actual Earl Grey tea in the resin. It's just so beautiful. I got this in a broad nib as well. I also have the Bourbon. These two pens have very similar colors and qualities. The Bourbon is really, really sparkly, but they're in that same warm, honey, golden brown family, which I actually love, especially come fall time. So the Bourbon pen and the Vodka on the Rocks are the two Euphorias that I bought secondhand. I believe that the Vodka on the Rocks I got in a bundle of pens a while ago. There were like 2 or 3 pens. That's the one that I probably use the least, but these are both medium nibs. So I have the Benu iced caramel latte with a fine nib. I have the Vodka on the Rocks and the Bourbon in medium nibs. And then I have my Earl Grey tea, and of course now my punchy pink champagne in broad nib. So I'm really excited that I have a variety of nib selection for this pen. All I can say is these nibs have been so very consistent for me, and this is just a really fun pen. Let's flip the camera around. We're gonna go upstairs to my work desk and I will do some writing samples for you. Okay, so we are not going to ink everything up, but I just wanted to first showcase the newest edition. I'm wondering if I should use my light here. I feel like that makes it worse. No, I'm gonna go with natural lighting, and I'm just going to talk quickly before I lose my light. Here's the ink that I used, Kosu Mosu. And I wasn't really sure how it was going to look, but I really love the pairing so much. Hopefully the shadows aren't too bad here. This is just a fun color, especially for someone like me who's always in neutral land. This was a really fun adventure with the pink. So here is this awesome ink. Am I crazy in thinking there's orange in there? I don't know. Now you could definitely go a little more low key, because if you see this now, I know the lighting isn't great, but it almost feels like this is even brighter than the pen, and it might be a little bit, but I am okay with that. I just love this ink. So this is the Goldspot Benu collab. This is for 2024. And this nib is just so wonderful. I mean, just smooth as can be. This is a broad nib. Yeah, and this ink is pretty wet, but I love this combo. I'm just going to show you a quick sample of what the Sakura pink looks like, because I did look at the Sakura pink, but I just felt like for this pen, it was just a little light. Maybe we'll just do a little sample over here. But this could work too. I think I was just wanting it to be vibrant. That actually would definitely work. And one could argue that that actually matches better in a larger sample, but I just was really feeling the bright pink. And Pilot Iroshizuku ink is just so reliable. I did just get my whiskey, my Vanishing Point, and I got the ink Yamagori from Pilot Iroshizuku, and I was just reminded of what an incredible ink brand this is. I'm loving that. This is almost like a taupey brown, but I love it. I love it. So yeah, I have been really enjoying this brand ink. I mean, I always have. I love my Tsukio. That's like the navy blue that I use all the time for blues. Okay, so here we have KWZ Smells Like Coffee, and that is in my iced caramel latte. I'm gonna get a sample of this. I feel like I should make my samples a little smaller. Wow, that looks ridiculously saturated. I'm gonna keep going so you can see the variation. I think I just used too much there. I'm not making very pretty ink samples for you, am I? I'm sorry. Ooh, that smells like fun. So this I just put in here, and it works so well with this pen. Now remember, this is a fine nib. So this is a Goulet. And look at how smooth these pens write. Goulet and Benu collab. I don't know if this has a year. This is iced. Oh, I forgot to write the ink. Caramel latte. And this is a fine nib. I have to say, I think of all the inks I've ever used in here, that this right here could be the best, smoothest companion for this pen. So this is KWZ Smells Like Coffee, and it really does. Yeah, I see how this is drying down, and you can see the variation in the ink. I'm really enjoying this. Yeah, so this is new. I just inked this up today, but it's a beautiful combination here. And then for this, we will just write, because I have to look at the bottle for this one. This is, I'm just going to say PI, Pilot Iroshizuku, Kosu Mosu. These pens are just so much fun. I will say, when I write long form with my Benu Euphorias, I mean, I don't know, at some point this step down, like I'm aware of it. It doesn't like really bother me, but after I've been writing for a really long time, and I think I just hold my pens weird. I mean, if I really am holding my pen, this is how I hold it. I don't hold my pen properly, but two down. Next up is Earl Grey. I think I have Brilliant Brown in here. I don't think I've changed this ink in a while. The last time I have it written, Benu Euphoria Earl Grey with Pelican Brilliant Brown on 210. So I can do a quick sample of that. Let me grab it. Now this color, I believe, has more orange in it. You can see how it looks next to the Smells Like Coffee, for sure. Loving these big ink samples here. This is another Goulet. Whoa, oh boy. We have a hard start, friends. Let me just see where I'm at here. Oh, this is why. Oh, we are totally empty. I did like a quick sample of this and, all right, well, I guess I'm inking it back up with this since I already have the sample down here for you. I've sampled this ink so many times, but here we are again. This is kind of special to me. It was my very first bottle of ink. I still have over half. Okay, let's try that again. So this is where I was, oh, there we go. Is this getting redundant? This is Earl Grey. Is it AY or EY? I'm going with A. Here we go. This is another broad nib though, so it's going to be similar to my Goldspot one. And this has Pelican, Brilliant Brown. That's really nice. And that's a wet ink too. But you can see the difference in these two. I probably was a little overzealous with my ink samples. I think if I had used less ink, you would have seen a little bit more variation in the color. I do like Brilliant Brown with this because it leans towards orange. I feel like there's, you know, that semi-transparent color in here and that color of the tea. It just, oh, it's so good. So good. So this is not inked up, but, oh, maybe it is actually. I typically ink this up with a J.R. Bond color. But it's not inked right now. So I'm gonna not ink this, but let's ink up the Vodka on the Rocks with something fun and punchy and springy. Because you can put anything with Vodka on the Rocks, and that's what's fun. Maybe something blue or purple would be fun. Let me go look. I am going to give this ink another chance. This is Robert Oster Velvet Storm, Blue Velvet Storm. And I originally purchased this ink to go in this pen. And when I say it was like cement, there's so much glitter in here, I could not even get any ink to come out of this nib. I cleaned it all out and then I added just a flat blue ink to it. I think it was another Pilot Iroshizuku color. And still, the glitter that was in here that remained still came through in the nib. So I'm going to just shake this lightly. Well, you know what? Let's see. I'm really shaking this. Look, it's still on the bottom here. So I have historically struggled with TWSBI's not having the best ink flow, and I know people swear by TWSBI, but this glitter in here was just honestly too much. I mean, I loved the idea of it, but let's see how Benu can handle it. So we're gonna fill this up with this Blue Velvet Storm. I think I'm actually incapable of filming a video and not getting ink all over my fingers. I don't think I've ever done it once. I haven't looked at this ink in so long because I was really discouraged when it kind of gunked up my TWSBI. So let's see how this looks. Let's see. It does look like a night storm. Oh, it's not very bright blue. This is not the spring blue I was thinking I might be getting. The nice thing about this is anything works, right? So let's give this a try. This is Vodka on the Rocks. Let's see, this seems to be handling it quite well. I'll be really happy if I can use this ink. I got another one. You're not even really seeing the shimmer in there. It's showing some green on the rocks. And I believe this is a medium nib. Oh, this is writing so nicely. I'm really impressed. Wow, this is writing like a dream. See, my theory is still strong. I really feel that TWSBI's, sometimes I struggle with the glitter in there. And so many people buy TWSBI specifically for that. And this was a broad nib too. Anyway, this seems to handle this with no problems whatsoever. So this is Robert Oster. Robert Oster, what is this called? Blue Velvet Storm. I'm really happy about this. I'm happy I tried this because I was really anti this ink. And this is beautiful, and you can see the shimmer in here, and I think it's so pretty with this. Okay, let's look. Are we seeing any shimmer? I'm also not wearing my readers, so I can't quite tell. Anyway, just in these samples, we are 4 out of 4. I know I have 5. I did not ink up my last one. I can't say enough about Benu Euphorias. I love them. There are so many to choose from, so if you are not into the ones that I have, I feel like there's something for everyone. I even feel like this one right here, as far as Benu goes, it's a little low key. You know, it's not crazy with the glitter. These are all really in your face glittery, especially these two. Oh, I'm missing one. And the Earl Grey also has more sparkle than this one. This one has my heart. I've been really enjoying this. So like I said, I will leave links to all of the pens that I have. And these are just some fun inks that I tried out. And I think this is the one that gets me really excited because I had written off this ink and now I can see the shimmer, and this velvet looks really pretty. You can see a little bit of green. You can see the sheen. I'm actually seeing more sheen than shimmer. These two very reliable colors. This KWZ Smells Like Coffee, Pelican Brilliant Brown. Looks really nice with this. Here, we'll do the lineup with all of them. How's that? There's my Goldspot right there. Earl Grey. Oh no, it goes here. Earl Grey is here. There we go. And then Vodka on the Rocks. Let me know what your favorite combo is. Whoops. Sorry, we were out of frame there. Let me know which combo is your favorite and share with me if you have a Benu on your wish list. We'll put this guy in here too so he doesn't feel left out. Here you go, Lumpy. Go play. Sorry, this was kind of a rushed video, but I wanted to get in the samples here before we lost my son. Are you ready to play? Are you done with me doing my samples? Watch out. Look at this blue ink that's going to end up on your fur. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed my video going over the Benu Euphorias and highlighting my newest pen, Pink Champagne, which is a Goldspot exclusive with Benu. I will leave links for all of the pens that I have, if they are available, in the description. I also do have an affiliate code at Atlas, so if you use my code, you will save 10% on Benus that are available there. That will exclude, of course, the Goldspot pen and the 2 exclusive that I have from Goulet. But the Bourbon and the Vodka on the Rocks, you can get an additional 10% off if you use my code at Atlas. I'm able to purchase some pens with the credits that I receive from you using my code, so I really appreciate it. That is all for today. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for watching my video. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my uploads, and hit the like button if you had a good time. All right, I'll see you soon, everybody. Take care.